Hi there, Toby here from Integral Meditation Asia. I wanted to talk a little bit about the Mind of Ease meditation practices that I teach at Integral Meditation Asia. So the Mind of Ease meditation practice is a series of 6 to 8 foundational meditation practices that, if you are a beginner, they will give you a very strong basis for developing and continuing your meditation practice, not just for a few weeks or a few months, but also for years to come. So they're developed in such a way that they are designed to develop with you as you develop, which is to say 2 or 3 years down the line you'll still find that the Mind of Ease practices are as relevant and as applicable to your practice as they were when you first began. They're also designed for people that may have been meditating for some time and who are looking for a series of meditation practices that combine a traditional meditation practice, meditation and mindfulness practice, with the contemporary, the essential kind of contemporary insights from psychology and neuropsychology. So the Mind of Ease practices are designed to bring together the best of both worlds, of the modern world and the kind of essential insights from contemporary psychology and neuropsychology, together with the kind of benefits that you would gain from a traditional Buddhist or Hindu or even meditation practice that you might pick up at a more traditional kind of meditation center or training. So what do the Mind of Ease practices consist of? As I say, there are 6 to 8 practices. So what do I mean 6 to 8? It really depends. For example, in the live 3-hour workshop, I presented as 6 practices because it's a relatively short period. But in the online course, I presented as 8 practices because we have slightly longer. So I break up 1 or 2 of the practices into sets of 2. And also in some of the corporate and organizational mindfulness work that I do, I break it up into modules of 6 or 8 according to how much time the organization wants to engage me for. So the first couple of skills that you develop with the Mind of Ease practices are, first of all, you learn to recognize and rest in a space of safety and ease. So that is to say, in any given moment there will be we will have multiple different challenges going on different levels of our life, but even though we have those challenges going on around us, there is, in the vast majority of cases, a space that we can enter into now in this moment that is a temporary space of sanctuary and ease that we can just simply sit and recognize and learn to rest in at any point, whether that be for an extended period of time over, say, a 20 to 30 minute meditation, or just a 1 minute space in the middle of our working afternoon where we can just sit in our office chair and recognize and rest in the relative safety of the present moment. So this is a really important kind of technique to try and get a handle on, because so much of our programming is designed, and so much of our contemporary life is designed to keep us trapped within the context of a kind of a fight or flight mentality, where we feel like we are continually under pressure, continually under threat of danger. And so it's just learning to recognize that without trying to get rid of the very real challenges that we face, that there is always a space of safety and ease that we can reach in any given moment, and learning to rest in that. So that's the first practice. Second practice is learning to be aware of your body's energy and learning to, through awareness and attention, learning to regulate the level of tension and stress within your body, so that where there is an excess of negative or difficult stress within the body, you can learn to modulate that and release that. And where there is a large amount of generalized stress, you can also look at different ways in which you can direct that stress, that tension in your life in a positive way. So this is the second practice, is a type of body awareness where you're learning to consciously regulate the level of stress within your body mind in a constructive way through the practice of awareness and attention. So the third aspect of the Mind of Ease practice is to through awareness and through attention. So meditation and mindfulness are primarily techniques based around the experience of awareness and attention, and learning to direct awareness and attention in a positive way. So the third practice is is focusing attention and awareness upon our relationship to ourself and to the kind of inner dialogue that we have with ourselves during the day, and in particular learning to create a relationship with ourselves on the psychological level, on the emotional level, on the energetic level, where we are being a friend to ourselves, where we are supporting ourselves, where we are extending care to ourselves in a way that helps us to feel good, helps us to feel positive, helps us to feel supported in our relationship to ourselves, but also enables act as a platform for us to increase our levels of creativity, productivity, and so forth. So this third module is really looking at how we can create a positive and productive relationship to ourselves on the kind of level of mindful psychological awareness. Fourth practice is really a fundamental practice to do with the experience of appreciation and gratitude, where, so, you know, it's that kind of space where we may be aware that there are many things that we can feel grateful for in our life, that we can feel appreciative of, but even though we can intellectually bring those to mind, we don't actually feel that experience of gratitude and appreciation on a real tangible level. We don't really feel like we can touch that. So the fourth Mind of Ease practice really looks at how we can learn to experientially and emotionally touch the experience of appreciation and gratitude about the good things in our life every day through meditation and mindfulness, and so that we're really kind of feeling them in our heart. It's not just an intellectual feeling that we're having, experience that we're having. It's something that we're really feeling within our body. So that's the kind of the fourth practice that we engage in. Fifth practice is looking at different types of concentration that we can develop through meditation and mindfulness, and how we can use these to develop an experience of inner peace and centeredness on one level, but then also look at different ways in which the experience of concentration and focus we can bring that into our daily activities in order to be more productive, in order to get more done, but also to know when we're pushing ourselves too hard in a way that is in the long term not going to be productive, and learn to stop where necessary. So it's a kind of focused awareness and attention that enables us to modulate our daily efforts in our daily tasks in a really positive way, and also to learn to really stabilize our experience of centeredness and peace in a way that is very solid, is very tangible, is very comfortable for us. So practice number 6 looks at the experience of stillness, and how through the practice of meditation and mindfulness we can learn to develop and sustain our attention upon the experience of stillness within our mind and body, and how we can use this experience of stillness not just to relax and regenerate our energies, although it really does do that on a very deep level, and enable us to touch a space of stillness where we really can relax and regenerate our energies, but it also enables us to, within that stillness, start to touch a place where we are contacting our higher and more intuitive capacities, so that we are not just engaging in stillness for the sake of stillness, although stillness is indeed a very worthwhile goal, but looking at different ways in which that experience of stillness can actually start to activate our intuitive capacities, our capacities for higher and deeper mental functioning as well. So then the final practice looks at the overall practice is really an extension of practice 7, where we look at the meaning of enlightenment in meditation and mindfulness. Look at what the traditional experience of meditation of enlightenment is in traditional meditation practices and what it might mean in terms of ourselves as contemporary people with a modern day rational and kind of contemporary mindset, and see how we can, if we can actually bring a traditional experience of enlightenment into our daily life in a genuinely meaningful way. And the final practice of the Mind of Ease practices is about how we integrate the previous 7 into a working whole, where they're all kind of supporting each other, which is to say, as well, practice of physical relaxation and resting in safety enables us to enter a deeper space of stillness. The experience of a deeper space of stillness enables us to touch a deeper place of appreciation and gratitude. The experience of a deeper experience of appreciation and gratitude then leads to a kind of a better relationship to ourselves, which in turn leads to a better experience of concentration. So really the 8th practice is looking at how the previous 7 integrate together into an integrated, mutually supporting whole. And so that's really kind of what the 8th practice is about, is the experience of integrating all of the previous stages into a single functioning daily practice. So that's pretty much what I wanted to cover in this session. I just wanted to outline what the Mind of Ease practices are. Again, the main thing about this is that it will be very good for if you're looking to start a practice. You'll find it quite easy to start to implement. But if you are a more advanced practitioner and you want to learn a bit more, okay, so what does contemporary psychology and neuropsychology have to offer me in terms of my meditation practice? And if you're wanting a meditation practice that is going to continue to remain strong, robust and effective, not just a few months down the line, but you're still going to find it's working and developing and getting deeper 2 years down the line, 3 years down the line, 5 years down the line, then the Mind of Ease practices are a very, very good basis to ground yourself in, whether you're a beginner or whether you are a more advanced practitioner, looking for an integrated model within which you can place your practice. So thank you very much for taking the time to listen. This is Toby Uvery. I've been doing the kind of standing up David Attenborough type video, where he's nodding his head and waving his hands a bit, so please excuse me there, but I hope you've enjoyed the the talk, and I hope to see you at one of either the online Mind of Ease course or the live one, or maybe if you're watching this and you're looking to try to integrate some of it into the development programs that you have for your company or organisation. So thanks very much. This is Toby from Integral Meditation Asia. Cheers.